destination. I stopped saying I've got to wait for good things to happen to me, and I said I'm gonna grind. I'm going to fight. I'm going to work. I'm going to press toward. I'm going to learn. I'm going to do everything in my power every single day. I'm going to do everything in my power to become a victor and not a victim.
What is going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about pre-workout again, but a more in-depth video about pre-workout. Basically what pre-workout is, the different levels to taking pre-workout. Are they safe and are they good? So pre-workout, does it work? The simple answer is yes, but I would say there's different levels to taking pre-workout, and depending on your caffeine tolerance and any exposure you've had to pre-workout supplements before will influence the level of effectiveness that they have. So one thing you should keep in mind with taking pre-workouts is there's always going to be a placebo effect, and what the placebo effect is where you trick yourself into being more hyped or more excited because you're on pre-workout. So the fact that you're on pre-workout is getting you hyped enough, so in your mind you're telling yourself that you need to be hyped because you took pre. So that's like the placebo effect, where you're just like tricking yourself almost into believing that you're hyped, which can work obviously, but that is what happens with pre-workouts. So obviously pre-workouts do help, but there is also a placebo effect with them. And I want to talk about the different levels of pre-workout. So level 1, the beginner level, probably if you haven't worked out before, you're just starting to work out, and you want to take some sort of caffeine supplement for your workouts, I would suggest going with just a simple coffee. And so nothing too crazy with that, you know. And so I would say level 1, beginner level, is if you're just starting to work out now and you want to take some sort of caffeine supplement or some sort of pre-workout, I would suggest going with just a coffee, because very moderate levels of caffeine, nothing too crazy, and no other chemicals really in coffee, just something to get your eyes open and get you out the door. Level 2 is probably around 6 months to a year of training, and this is your first time, I would really suggest think about taking pre-workout supplements and or taking them. So something of this level 2 would be C4 or gym. The caffeine level on that is, once again, not too crazy, around 150 milligrams of caffeine, so around 2.5 to 3 cups of coffee. And also with this, there are other chemicals that give muscle pump and the itchiness that some experience, along with a good amount of caffeine. Level 3 is the intermediate level, and this would come after a year or more of training. I only really reached this level closer to 2.5 years, 2 years of training. Then I started with these, and so these pre-workouts are Bulldoze, ESP Extreme, C4 Ultimate, where they have loads of caffeine and loads of other chemicals that will get you hyped to work out, even if you do have quite a high tolerance of caffeine or these other chemicals. These pre-workouts will still get you in there ready to go. But there are dangers with pre-workout, and so I'm going to talk about that. So make sure you're not taking your pre-workout supplement for every workout. I suggest, and with personal experience I benefit from this, if I've taken lots of pre-workout throughout a week where I really wasn't into working out, so I had to take my pre-workout, I would just switch off of pre-workout completely and go for maybe just a coffee for a week, just kind of like to get my levels back to normal. And make sure you're limiting your pre-workouts to either days where you're specifically tired or specific training days, like maybe a leg day if you don't like hitting legs, or strength days only, or if you're going for certain PRs, then take pre-workout, because your body can handle most things in moderation. So make sure your pre-workout consumption is moderate and controlled. If you are taking excessive amounts of pre-workout, it will increase your tolerance and force you to keep increasing the dosages of pre-workout until an unsafe amount, or else you won't feel the effects. Also, when taking lots of pre-workout, you create a pre-workout dependency where you can't get a decent workout or a good workout without any type of pre, which we don't want. And I would say pre-workout is probably number one or number 2 of the best supplements when used properly in safe dosages. So keep that in mind when supplementing with pre-workout. And of course, it's just my opinion. Head over to my Instagram if you want to follow me over there. Leave a like rating if you enjoyed. Comment the other video topics you may have. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Peace.